Hey, what's up, FlossTube? So, I wanted to do a really quick video before Mania starts. Sorry, I keep looking up here because usually I have my phone upright, but I have it laying sideways, so I have to look over here now. Okay, so yes, I wanted to make one real quick video before Mania. All my plans are still in concrete. Sorry, I just looked over there again. All my plans are still concrete. If you do not remember, we are doing, or I'm doing, May 1st through 3rd is House of Cooking. 4th through 6th is Tapestry. 7th through 9th is Peacock Mandala. 10th through 11th is Get Crackin'. May 13th through 15th is Coffee and Tea. 16th through 18th is Wonderland Stitch Along. 19th through the 23rd is A Treasured Time. And it has more time to stitch because it's my focus for finish for the year. And it's my only current whip I have going during all this Mania madness. And the 24th through the 31st is the favorite. That is also getting more time because it's, let me put this over here. It is my first Haid, and I'm doing it with the Beastly Unsaved Rabbit Hole, also known as Kelly Ann and Michelle at Bendy Stitches. This is Little Bit. This is my little stitchy buddy. Usually when I'm stitching, she's with me. She's got a mohawk. It's natural too. Now she's just gonna roll over. She wants all the belly rubs. All the belly rubs. So, yes. So, as y'all can see, here is all my stitchy stuff. So that is eight little boxes in total. Easy, girl. 8 boxes total. Today, I finally bobbinated everything. I did cut my gigantic piece of 28 count Lugana Dusk because that piece of fabric was going to be for the Wonderland and for the favorite. Well, guess what? I had extra. I'm getting to my magic bag. That's my fabric stash, y'all. It's pitiful. And all it is extra pieces of fabric from, you want to smell? From other projects. It's okay. It's okay. She's camera shy. She hates the camera. I can't even take pictures of her without her knowing because she hates it. So this is easy. This is the fabric. So this is obviously long waves. She's digging a nest in the blankets. So here's this. That is, I guess, kind of true to life. It's not that navy blue though. It's like forest green. It's a forest green. So anyway, so I have a question for y'all. As if Stitch Mania wasn't crazy enough, here is this wonderful piece of fabric that I have, and I need to stitch something on it. So here's my question to y'all. All of the other projects that I already have, like the patterns that I've already bought, can fit this piece of fabric. If you remember last time, I was already going to do the Alice portrait. Let me find that for you. I was going to do this. The Alice portrait. This is Follow the White Rabbit. On this DMC, I am going to hand dye this myself. Try and get a skin tone out of it. So this is already spoken for that fabric. So for this fabric, I need to know what I should do. Because I scrabbled, like seriously, I'm not even going to show it that long. Okay, that's all you get. I scrabbled a bunch of numbers, and I'm trying to figure out. A lot of these are a lot smaller than the fabric. I think the one that fit the fabric the best, where there wasn't like a whole lot of excess fabric, was Sabrina the Baking Elf. So that is another Heaven and Earth design. And I kind of think that that would really go well with it. Because, Jesus. Okay. So I know there's these green specks, but I could easily just keep these green dots, the red dots. That's if it has the background. I don't think this one has the background. You know what? I'm kind of positive it doesn't have the background. I really think it's just her face with like the cupcake and the bow. No, that's not even a bow. That's like a pink heart. Okay, so I know this, the cupcake, all this is her. Like that's in it. So I was thinking of doing her on this because she would fit it the best without too much excess fabric. But then everything else would fit too and have quite a bit of extra. So this is Disney Wonderland. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh. This was the first piece that I seriously fell in love with on Etsy. Like I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. So basically I'm showing you all of these because I want y'all to tell me which one you think I should do. And obviously it can go, what do y'all call it? Landscape or profile? Is that correct? I know landscape's correct, but is this the profile? Anywho, so yeah, in the comments below, please tell me what you think I should do. So obviously we already did Sabrina the Baking Elf. We have Disney Alice. I have a thing for full coverages. Go ahead and start shooing kids away now because I'm going to save the nude one for last, but start shooing kids away now. Here is Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sorry, my fan's on. It's like wobbling the photos. We have, I love this. I do not think this one though. But I'm excited to do this stitchy, but I don't think it would look good on that fabric. But this is Still Life. We have, ooh, I really want to do this one on it. So this is Alice Falling. Isn't that wonderful? Get a close-up of Alice. Ah, she's falling. Okay. Then I have Stained Glass. Boy. Stained Glass Alice. Y'all see a theme here? I wasn't kidding. I love me some Alice. For reals. Alice in Wonderland. I even played the video game on the PlayStation. We have PlayStation. And there's a video game called Alice Madness Returns. Oh, geez. Completely dark version of Alice, and I love it. Love it so much. And this one is Awaken. I'm sorry. I'm very much a squirrel person. So I'll be talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden, poof, I'm talking about something completely different. But I love this piece. And here's the nudity one. Any kids? Anybody? Bueller? No? Kids are out of the room? Or at least be 18 and older? Or mommy's permission? And here she is. My mermaid. Not a Mirabilia. Nope. Okay. So please, in the comments, tell me which piece you think I should do on it. I'd really like to know your opinion. If I didn't want to know it, I wouldn't ask it. So again, it's for 28 count Lugana on Dusk. It's a foresty green with like a dusty green undertone. Yeah. Lots of modeling. I love it. And it's really funny. Emily over at Eclectic Possessions, she was showing hers, and hers looked navy. So when she was holding hers up, I'm like, that's what mine looks like. But she was saying how it's not green, it's more navy. And I'm like, well, that's crazy because mine shows up navy, but mine's more green. It's kind of odd. Picture this plus. Oh, and also, I measured this. It wasn't the measurements that it says it is. So, I'll let it slide. So anyway, I'm excited. I cannot believe tomorrow is the Mania. It's gonna be my first Mania, and I'm slightly terrified. I'm not going all out crazy. Like, y'all see this. There's only eight boxes here. One is already a current whip. Everything else is a start, and one of those starts is a Hade. I am making a prediction now that Cooking House will be done this year. This will become a finish and possibly an FFO this year. And what else am I predicting? I predict that in my Wonderland stitch along, it's this one with all the characters, and I'm doing them seriously, y'all. Let's see if I can get this to fit in the camera. So like I said, I cut the fabric. I don't think yes, okay. My arm span is that long. So here we go, 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 here we go. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, there's the end. It's a lot of fabric, guys. And all my little Wonderland buddies are going on it. And if you remember correctly, I am stitching them in order of the way they appear first in the book. And then I'm filling in the other characters that weren't in the book from how they appeared in the Disney, and then how they appeared in Tim Burton's. Because Naughty Me, it's been, oh my gosh, y'all, like, I am first class in the Hot Mess Express. This has been my hair all day. I've been gardening a lot today. I've been piddling in my garden because it makes me happy. And I'm trying to find my center before Mania starts. Anyways, I digress. So, I predict she will be done in the 3 days I have to stitch her. Because I'm not claiming all of these people are going to be done. But I think, and it might be pretty hefty because, when am I doing her? I think I can do it. Guys, I'm going to say this right now. I believe I will finish Alice in 3 days. Okay. So there. Y'all can hold me to it. And if not, y'all can point your fingers and laugh at me. I care less. But I want to show y'all something funny. So I bobbinated everybody today. For the Wonderland stitch along, I just bobbinated Alice. This is just her. This is all her. I mean, obviously these colors are going to pop up in other characters, but this is all the colors just going into me, my wee little Alice, with the bread and butterfly and Dinah and the mushrooms and the eat me and drink me. A lot of colors for one little lady. So yes. That was, oh, the only other one that I did not completely bobbinate was the Favorites. I only bobbinated the colors that were called for on the first page. I'm hoping to save, because I'm stitching it on a smaller fabric than what they called for. I'm going to do 2/1, and I'm doing tent stitch, and yeah, so sorry. It's late. So yeah, so Claire and Doogie, also known as the favorite. Yeah, I just did the colors that were on the first page. See my little cheat sheet. This is all the called for colors. And there's symbols. I can show you that right because it's not the actual chart. So here's that. Kind of dark, but kind of pretty. Lots of browns and greens and darker reds, and I think, and that's it. Browns and greens and reds. So yes, it's gonna come out smaller than what it says. I kept the thingies. Is that weird? I think that's kind of fun. Oh, so it's gonna be like this. Stay out of the box. So can y'all even see? Okay, I'm looking through the fabric to try and see what I'm doing. So she's not, she, I don't know, her puppy. It's not a puppy. It's a good magnet. Claire and Doogie will not take up this entire fabric. But that's okay because I want the extra space for when I frame. Because when I do frame, I definitely want a good chunk of it to show. Yeah. So I already have all my boxes in order. I have not stitched in like 3 days because I've been prepping and family stuff. And I've been catching up on FlossTube because, confession time, I can't watch FlossTube and stitch at the same time. Because either A, I will miss all the cool shit you're trying to show me, or B, I get too like engrossed in your videos and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this looks beautiful, it's amazing, look at these color changes. And the next thing I know, like I miscounted 2 rows or something. I don't know. I struggle with counting anyway because of my number dyslexia. And I just don't want to risk it on these. So yeah. I do podcast. Some of the podcasts that I'm really into right now. The No Sleep podcast. It's a good listen. Like I say, I like a good scary story. So the No Sleep podcast is a good listen for scary stories. Sometimes they are a bit disturbing and dark and twisted. And I can see how some, I'm not going to call people names, how some people would be quite offended by them. It's just a story. Anywho, so beware, if you do listen to the No Sleep podcast, it is at your own risk. You are listening to it because you want to be scared and disturbed. So there, I'll say that for the podcast people. They don't start saying that until later in the seasons. No Sleep podcast is a good listen, and they are quite a few seasons in. We're Alive. We're Alive is a really, really good one. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a bad finger. It's post-apocalyptic zombies, and it's so good. Who was it? I've been binge watching M Stitches. Beautiful accent from Scotland, and she said she enjoys that kind of stuff. So M, if you ever do watch me, that would be a good podcast for you. And they have a follow-up podcast that I'm currently listening to called We're Live Lockdown. So it's like a few years post their original podcast. I'm sorry, I have horrible allergies and they have been really bad today. So I have the itchy nose. And I was snuggling my dog, and I'm allergic to my dog. I'm allergic to all my pets. More podcasts. Archives 81. I like their first season. I'm kind of getting into their second season. There's also Homecoming is really good. They only have one season. The Dark Tome. It's pretty interesting. It's about literally getting lost in the book. Like, they start reading the book and then they go into that story that they're reading, and then when that story's over, they come back to reality. So cool, because all of us readers, how cool would that be? Depending on what we're reading. It'd be pretty cool most of the time. I'm gonna say that's it for right now. A lot of them I'm still not too sure about. But yeah. I have to listen to podcasts because I know I don't have to look at anything and I can fully focus on what I'm stitching. So one last time, don't forget to tell me which one I should stitch upside down on my leftover 28 count Lugana Dusk. Your opinion matters to me, and I would very much appreciate it if you left a comment below on which one. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Y'all have a very merry, happy Stitch Mania that starts tomorrow. And also, I believe I told y'all my first video about when the moon is a crescent moon, how my twin brother and I like to call it the Cheshire Cat moon because it literally looks like the Cheshire Cat smile. Well, today in the night sky, we have a Cheshire Cat moon the night before Mania starts. It's gotta be a sign. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be manic. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast. And it's gonna be something I will always remember being my first Stitch Mania. Alright, you crazy stitchers. Y'all have a great night. I hope that y'all have everything prepared. Everything is bobbinated. Fabrics are gridded. And you have all your floss. I know one of my boxes, I'm missing a floss. My lovely, lovely mother-in-law got the floss for me. And I think she miscounted one. But it's okay, because I would do the same thing, because number dyslexia. Okay, y'all have a good night. Bye, guys.